peoples. We are here with the lovely Rachel Lopez. So let's give her a great applause. Yay! Hey Rachel, how you doing, girl?
Just doing well. How are you?
I'm fine. I just want to thank you for spending some few minutes with me with my lovely podcast and answer some questions and encourage the people at home so they can have a better week while they hustle about and taking care of their family and their loved ones. So, all right, so let's get started. Question number 1 in 110 characters. Tell us what we need to know about you, girl.
Oh, 110 characters. I already wasted half of them. I am from Syracuse, now living in downtown Cleveland and loving it. I've been here a couple of years now. And yeah, I just love this community so far. So
Okay, right. All right, Syracuse, New York?
yeah, Syracuse,
Okay,
New York, go
okay.
Orange.
No, they got to be orange for Browns or something like that. It's like, don't
I'm
worry.
still getting used to that.
Don't worry, I'm getting used to it too because I'm not from here either. I'm a Detroit transplant, so I definitely
Nice.
feel you. All right. Okay, so 110 characters. Tell us what you're working on, what you're trying to do.
My normal job is I work at Rosetta as a web
Okay.
developer, but I also am super involved in the community and my church, and there's a lot of things around town. So
Okay. Community as in what? What kind of peoples or what kind of things?
kind of people, a lot in the education community, but I like to think of the Cleveland community as one.
Okay.
So a lot of education stuff, but
Okay.
the Cleveland community in general.
Okay, so I see where this is going. Okay, you trying to get some Jesus points. So you hanging out with the church people and hanging out with the Cleveland people so you can still get street cred. I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so you have any shout outs, have any special charities you want to give a nice shout out to or tell our audience about real quick?
Yeah, I definitely want to give a huge shout out to Her Ideas in Motion. We're a women tech group, basically trying to get the word out about technology to 2,000 girls by 2020. But we're starting up our school year soon, so pretty excited.
Okay. All right. So how many girls by 2020?
2,000.
2,000. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Really? You really? Okay. All right. That's a big goal.
We're ambitious.
Okay. Ambitious. Nice. And you say you're starting up the school year, so every year you have classes or whatever?
Yeah, throughout the school year, we have workshops, tech clubs, and different events that we have to impart knowledge and see where the future of our girl population's going in Cleveland here.
Okay. Well, that's nice of you. I mean, personally, I try to be alpha, so I'm not really trying to help people out, trying to, help them with their whole technology, learning kind of thing, because I really want to be the best person there is in the world. So, but that's cool on your part, because I understand you're trying to get Jesus points, so that's good. That's good.
You're just getting Jesus points.
I don't judge. I know y'all believe don't judging, so I don't judge. But that's cool. All right. So, how did you come across Her Ideas in Motion, and why did you get involved?
I actually came across it through a coworker at Rosetta, and I got involved because when I went to college for computer science, I was the only chick for all 4 years. All 4 years, I was the only girl, and I just want to.
You say that like that's a bad thing. I mean,
oh no, it was awesome. No, I'm not complaining, but I think that
that's a lot of dates. That's a lot of dates.
No,
so I don't understand. Why are you complaining? Okay.
I only dated one computer science major in my 4 years.
Okay.
No, I just think that it'll be really cool. I think that what I wanted when I was in college were more female role models that were doing what I wanted to do in 5 years, 10 years, and so on. So I kind of want to be that for the next generation.
Okay. So you wanted someone to look up to, tell you how not to screw up, how not to F up on their dime. Yeah. Okay, I got you. Okay. All right, so let's set up enough about these charities, okay? I understand you got enough Jesus points, so let's not talk about these good people anymore. All right, but let's help out our audience. Let's set them up for victory. Can you share with a personal setback that you experienced a while back that really had you down for a minute, but you had to but you fought through it to really be successful or to overcome whatever the crap that was really ticking you off?
I think I might bring this back to college if that's okay too.
Okay.
Just because I'm some first generation here in America for basically first generation of my family to go to college in the first
Mm-hmm.
place, and choosing a major and all that stuff. I kind of just blindly chose computer science, and I didn't really know what I was getting myself into.
Yeah.
So I got my first my first failing grade in college, and that was mortifying to me, and I didn't know like how to navigate that, and my life was ruined and whatever. So that definitely made me lose confidence when I went to college for the first time, just
Mm-hmm.
grades and stuff like that. But
Was you the first? I know you say you first generation. You was first generation here in college, or first generation in the States, or can you be
um,
a little bit more
it'll be
specific?
half in the States and then fully for college here. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
my
Gotcha.
mom is from the Philippines. Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming just being the first generation in the States, then, and then also you in college, you felt like that grade was like identify something, or I mean, what made you really think that okay, crap, this is the end of the world kind of thing, versus you're like, oh well, we just take it again,
but
call it a day.
So I definitely am a perfectionist for sure.
Mm.
So like in high school, anything less than 100, like I go home and it's like I got a 98 on the test for the other 2 points kind of thing. So I think that when I went to college, it was more fear of disappointment
Okay.
with like family and just like those kind of standards that I'd already set for myself and expectations that I already had for myself.
Okay.
So I guess the biggest thing I learned was to have realistic expectations.
Mm.
Um,
Okay.
and just that's helped a lot with my job too now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And I'm glad you brought up the job thing. So that was in college, so you saying your main lesson was have realistic expectations, So um, just remember that you can't be perfect, but you have to strive kind of thing. So how have, now that you're in the workforce, how have you taken that lesson and how have you made sure that you didn't repeat the same mistakes again? Or has it is that something that you have to struggle with constantly, even in the workforce?
Yeah, I think that that's so. Again, every website I make, I want to be perfect, and I know that just with time, resources, all of that, things ever going to be 100% perfect. Um, and I think that I do have to scale that down, especially when I'm leading a team right now of developers. I need to know what's important, where can I prioritize this, and that's played a huge role, in, especially as I'm transitioning more into a leadership role at Rosetta.
Mm-hmm.
And I think more of priorities and what we need to get done and what's the non-negotiable in life kind of
Okay.
thing.
So having priorities is very helpful with the whole
Mm-hmm.
perfectionist, because at the end of the day, the whole perfection is kind of like a facade a little bit, almost.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. And so was that the lesson you would want to impart to our audience to say, hey, you know what, F perfection, just do whatever and call it a day, or well, or
Yeah, I think so.
yeah,
If you if you are someone that identifies as a perfectionist, I think that one of the most important lessons I've learned is to just say like no one is going to die if this website isn't 100% perfect. It would
are
be a
you
different story if
sure?
my job was it'd be a different story if my job was a doctor or something like that. But I have the luxury of being in a job where the decisions I make on a day-to-day basis is not going to ruin the world. So
Okay. Well, that's good to know. I mean, everybody knows that, but especially working in corporate, a lot of our people in the audience are definitely work at some type of corporation. We have plenty of them in the city, kind of thing. It's kind of hard to hold on to that because you have so much deadlines, so many, the turnaround so quickly. It's kind of like life and death almost. So it's
yeah.
good to remind folks, be like, you know what, you will keep your job. No, they won't fire you because they need you.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So watch I get some emails from people like, you lied, I just got fired. All right. Okay, so we kind of talk about what kind of caught your eye with her ideas in motion. So let's what caught your eye on I noticed I'm looking at your LinkedIn, and girlfriend, you've been helping a lot of charities since you've been born. I mean, do you have time to eat? Do you?
I don't sleep. I'm a robot.
You're a robot. I see. I see. So, all of these charities I'm looking at, you have Help Minds and Matter. You have Help Meals on Wheels. What Association of America is that? What, like a drive by? You throw food at people, or you egg their house, or what's this?
You deliver food to people, but I help them food prep. I made
Oh,
giant vats of Jello and stuff.
okay. Oh, so I don't have to go grocery shopping no more. You could just go send me food. Yeah,
If you need
really. And okay, so I see you also help with Special Olympics. All of these charities, what's that common thread that really catch your eye to keep helping? I mean, because at the end of the day, you got bills, you got a job. You told me you went to college, so that let me know you got student loans. So I mean, you have enough crap to keep you busy. Why help out the next guy or your fellow man, especially if you don't like them? you know, I mean, share what's that thing that make you say, you know what, I could say no to Rachel for a minute or even an hour or whatever, and go help out charity blah or group X or whatever. What is that? Why?
I would. I think this kind of goes back to like like something that my mom taught me of just leave a room cleaner than you left it,
Okay.
kind of thing.
Okay.
So I think of our landscape, the place that we live, community. Right now, it's downtown Cleveland, or back home in Syracuse. It was my Jordan Elbert's community. It's how can I leave this place a better place than when I came here? Or
Okay.
I look at what I didn't grow up with, and how can I provide that to the next generation? And I think that's another thing that I really got from my mom, where like they didn't have a washer dryer. They like literally went down to the river to clean clothes.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And it's something she can be like, when I was your age, I did this, and she did, and she
Yeah.
did. So, and I noticed, I saw that growing up, we had an awesome washer and dryer because she was like, this is something that my kids are gonna have.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I look at it, just leaving your community a better place than before you got there. If you're not like a part of the solution, then you're kind of a part of the problem, is how I see it too. But
okay. So you're saying I'm a problem for the city of Cleveland and Lakewood because I don't try to pick up after myself.
Hey, you got this podcast going.
Nice. My peoples that's listening to this podcast, when you leave a room, pick up after yourself. Be a better person. Don't be nasty. Don't be trifling. Listen to Rachel Lopez. If you do this, you might get Jesus points, right? Sounds good? You
Sure.
Okay, let's see if I have any more questions, or can I let you go for the evening? Out of all of the different nonprofits and charities that you help with, or even you don't even have to be in a charity, or someone that you have firsthand knowledge of that they experience something and they triumph, they have some type of triumph that really got to you, that really help you even push further. Share something about that.
So I would say, so Social Minds Matter, I mentor high school students. And one of my mentees, her name is Anna. She is also first generation. Both of her parents are from Mexico, and she will be the first kid to her family to go to college.
Oh, wow.
And last year was her sophomore year, and we applied to summer programs through Minds Matter, and she ended up getting into every single one.
Oh, nice.
And she didn't think that this isn't a way that Johns Hopkins University is going to want me, or that Notre Dame's going to want me. She had not only got into the summer programs there, but was able to go to multiple because she got scholarships, and just seeing the inspiration that she got from just experiencing like an on-campus time over by East Coast. So it was the first time being away from Cleveland, and just the strength that it took to be away from her family. And I could just see her inspired when she came back. And that's why I'm still volunteering with Minds Matter, because you can see the spark that goes off in these kids' minds that like they've been told, oh, I'm too dumb to do this, or I don't have enough money to go to college, so I'm not going to do it. And then we show them, no, you can get scholarships. No, you can study harder. You can manage your time better. You can do this. And it's awesome to see that light bulb go off in their heads, be like, oh yeah, I got this. So
nice.
It's awesome.
All right. Wow, that's cool. That's very encouraging. And I make sure to put in the show notes where our people can find more information about Minds Matter.
Yeah.
And her ideas in motion. And what's that food I get for free when you drive by? What's that organization?
Meals on Wheels.
Meals on Wheels. Is that still going on? Can I get some of that here? I want that.
I'm not sure if Cleveland has a chapter, but we can look into it.
Okay, because, it's a pain getting on the bus, train to get to Giant Eagle. I'm just saying. All right. Okay. Okay, so let's end the podcast a little bit and get to our last 3 questions. What would you tell your 17-year-old self?
I would tell my 17-year-old self to ask a lot of questions and not to assume things.
Okay.
And probably the perfectionist thing we talked about earlier.
Okay. Perfections. Okay. And not assume things and just downright ask questions. Okay. All right. And then question number 2. What kind of vision do you see yourself or see for yourself?
What way? In any way?
Well, you answer it any way you want to answer it.
What kind of vision do I see for myself? I think that I want to redefine what success means in terms of life and business and stuff. The thing that I am struggling with a lot is just work-life balance. And I have been polling my mentors at work and things like that of how they're juggling like family life and leisure and then work and doing a good job at all of those. But I think that especially American culture, being successful at work is like 80-hour weeks and all of that stuff. And I want to kind of redefine what that success means.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then the final question is, how are you going to redefine the whole what success at work is?
Oh, how?
It could be one thing. It don't have to be all the multiple steps. You could just do that one thing you're going to stop today so you can make sure that whole new definition of success at work is.
So I think the bottom line is probably like very good time management, but it's more of just viewing like what is important in life and what's going to matter to me in 5 years, 10 years, just making priorities off of that rather than right here and now.
And I'm going to make sure everybody in the audience email you and ask you if you did that today. Okay? So
ready.
All right. Well, thank you, Rachel, for joining us for this lovely podcast. You rock, girl.
Thank
you. Be you. So you don't have to be all professional and like I'm a cusser, so don't take anything offensive what I say.